Okay, so Disney's rolling out hours of 9/11 coverage for the 25th anniversary. Wait, Disney? The company that owns Marvel, Star Wars, and a chunk of streaming services? Why are they leaning so hard into one of the darkest days in American history? Let me unpack this because, honestly, it's way more layered than just remembering the past. First off, the scale of this coverage is massive. ABC, Nat Geo, Disney+, Hulu, you name it. They're pulling out all the stops, live broadcasts, docuseries, archives with never-seen footage. But here's what immediately stands out: this isn't just about remembrance. It's about control of the narrative. Disney's collaborating with the 9/11 Memorial and Museum, which gives it credibility, but also raises questions. Who gets to tell these stories? And how do corporations balance respect with, well, viewership? Because let's be real, this is still content. The docuseries 9/11 Reunited is a perfect example. Reconnecting first responders with survivors 25 years later. Emotional? Absolutely. But what's the line between honoring trauma and exploiting it for ratings? I'm not saying it's insincere. Some of these stories probably need to be told, but in 2025, we're in a world where every tragedy eventually becomes a limited series. Is this helping us heal, or just repackaging grief for a new generation that doesn't remember the day itself? And that's the other thing, Disney keeps pointing out that 100 million Americans weren't alive on September 11th. So this coverage is as much about education as commemoration. Which makes sense. But here's the twist: how many of these viewers will absorb the complexity of that day versus walking away with a simplified, inspirational version? Because let's face it, media has a habit of flattening history. The courage and resilience angle is important, but where's the space for the messy, uncomfortable truths? Like, how 9/11 was used to justify wars that killed millions more. That's not in Disney's press release, and I doubt it'll make it into their specials. Then there's the elephant in the room: money. After the attacks, networks ditched ads to provide non-stop coverage. They lost hundreds of millions. But now, time has softened the sensitivity, as the article says. So is this coverage a public service, or a play to dominate a ratings window? CBS, Fox, NBC, they're all doing the same thing. It's a reminder that even sacred ground becomes programming fodder eventually. What fascinates me most is the Tribute in Light finale. A public art installation lighting up NYC every year. Gorgeous. Symbolic. But does a light show really engage with the weight of 9/11? Or is it a way to feel like we've honored the day without confronting its lasting scars? The towers are gone, but so is the nuance. We're left with monuments and memorials, which matter, but they're not the whole story. So here's my take: Disney's coverage will do what it promises: highlight heroism, fundraise for the museum, maybe even move people to tears. But I can't shake the feeling that we're curating a version of 9/11 that's palatable for mass consumption. The real legacy isn't just bravery or unity. It's a tangled web of fear, policy shifts, and global consequences. And if we're only showing one side of that, are we really remembering? Or just rewriting?